All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So first things first, I'm still kind of battling this cold here, so that's why I sound a little bit different. But in this one, I wanted to really address the biggest question mark, in my opinion, surrounding Zach Wilson and this Jets offense. Obviously, yesterday, the Jets beat the Houston Texans 30-6, and Zach was frankly incredible, right? He was putting the ball in play, making good decisions. He threw for over 300 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Yeah, he had the fumble, but at the end of the day, I mean, Zach really willed the Jets to win. If Zach wasn't there, if that was Tim Boyle again, I don't think the Jets would have won that football game. I frankly don't, right? Special teams look good. The defense looked good. We're used to that, though. We're not used to seeing 300 passing yards from the quarterback position. So I was pumped up for Zach. Zach's got to be feeling really good this morning. But I think really the big question mark here, can this Jets offense, can Zach sustain a high enough level of play offensively, right? Again, special teams is going to do their thing. The defense is going to do their thing. Yes, the Jets exploded yesterday, 30 points, again, 300 passing yards, but we were playing Houston. They don't really have the best pass defense. CJ Stroud was was without his number 1 wide receiver, number 2 wide receiver, and number 1 tight end, Dalton Schultz. So, I'm not necessarily expecting or saying, oh, we need Zach to, he better throw for another 300 next week against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I'm expecting 30 points here. We proved it. We can do it. I'm not saying that. But when we look at Zach Wilson, nobody questions arm strength. Nobody questions talent. Nobody questions mobility. I mean, you listen to him in press conferences. He sounds like a great teammate. He sounds totally totally realistic about what's happening with the quarterback position, his future. He sounds like a normal guy, just trying to figure it out. But with that said, when it comes to Zach Wilson, the big question mark has always been consistency. We've seen a crazy throw. We've seen a highlight type of play. We've seen a really good game from Zach, but how does he follow it up? How does this Jets offense follow up the best offensive performance that we've seen so far this season? Again, we're going to need a big performance against the Dolphins, but to me, that's the biggest question mark. Can the Jets build off of what we did? And, to kind of go back to the same point, I'm not saying, anything less than 300 yards is a failure, right? By no means. Maybe what success looks like against Miami is 195 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, with a high completion percentage. Or maybe it's getting a lot better on third downs. Maybe it is another 300 passing yards, right? I think, again, if we can see consistency from the quarterback position, and by the way, it's not all on him. By no means is it all on him. The offensive line has got to perform better. We couldn't run the ball yesterday at all. And plus, Zach was sacked, I believe, 4 times on the day. So it's a collective effort. I felt like Hackett looked and called a better game, but it wasn't perfect, right? We did enter halftime with 0 points, and we were punting the football a lot. So collective effort. Can the Jets sustain success, sustain some positivity on the offensive side of the football? I think really that's the biggest question here. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Really, really excited to dive in and kind of see where you guys stand on it. Was it a 1-game fluke? Do you feel like the Jets turned the corner? Big test this week against the Miami Dolphins. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for, putting up with the voice here. I know it's pretty annoying, but anyway, thanks so much. And as always, go Jets.